on our road systems in Nigeria. And I'm not going to be having this conversation alone. This is the new year, 2026. I am joined by Engineer John Emmanuel. He is the Executive Director of Ochenuell Mobility. Welcome to the program this morning, sir.
Thank you for having me again.
Happy New Year. He's a returning guest, obviously. And well, today, you know, the year started a bit of Nigerians have been really nervous about the tax system. A lot of us are like, Happy New Year and Happy New Tax Reform. So what do you think about the new tax reform? I think we should start on that note.
Thank you very much. Maybe you permit me to begin by, first of all, sending my heart out to Anthony Joshua for the crash he had, the death of his team members, and I want to console him by saying he should take heart and that we hope that the future can be better for Nigeria such that accidents will not result into death. Having said that, I'd like to quickly say that the new tax regime is an idea whose time has come. I do not think it was wrong to initiate the reform that has taken place. What we should question, however, is that the more revenue generated, where is it going to? Who is going to use it? When you have a porous system, systems that is endemic with corruption, more money coming in means more opportunities for stealing. And that is where my own concern is. Outside that, it's a good reform. It's an idea that needs to have been done far before now. Of course, different areas requiring different attention, but specifically on the general note, I would prefer that we go in line with such reforms so that we can have a unified tax system and reduce double taxation and all of the different crises that we have in our tax administration in Nigeria.
A very good one there. We clearly pointed out that it is how this excess money generated is utilized that should be our concern. And actually, it is high time that we also put our tax system into at least updating it to make sure that we get the most out of our times, yes. And you also clearly mentioned the tragedy with Anthony Joshua. I was actually even going to point that out in our conversation because it was one of the experiences during these holidays that was actually a very big blow to, we like call it our national integrity on the international space, having somebody that caliber be involved in a road accident. And up till now, we have not actually seen very clear statistics as to the cause so that we can prevent that from happening again. Because a lot of persons were saying that it's as a result of overspeeding from the reports we got. But are there really measures are there infrastructural systems to check whether this was as a result of overspeeding? What are your thoughts?
Thank you very much for that. I feel a bit pained that up till this moment, crashes happen, people die, and it passes. I have emphasized over the years that when crashes happen, whether it is one person or it is 5 persons, a thorough accident investigation needs to take place to bring out what is the exact cause, not assumptions. Of course, the Federal Road Safety Corps, based on its first information report, has published the fact that speeding is one of the reasons, wrongful overtaking is one of the reasons. I think they gave 4 reasons why the crash took place. But I would rather that a more thorough investigation takes place. For instance, if you talk about speeding as a cause, what is the speed that road is designed for? Is the regulated speed for that road posted? Is there any road sign to show that that is the speed of the road? Has the Corps or the police that is doing the prosecution established that the speed at which the vehicle was moving at that point in time was far ahead of the regulated speed for that category of road? Until you establish some of these facts, the conclusion is far from reality. So for me, a more thorough investigation needs to be done. While we cannot absolve the driver of wrongdoings, we must also establish the fact that our road systems are not what they should be. There's what is called the safe systems approach. And one of the ideas of a safe systems approach is that accidents could happen, but people should not die in it.
Exactly.
And so before you hold a driver responsible, it must have been that government have done everything that needs to be done, such that even when the driver misbehaves, there are safeguards to ensure that nobody dies.
At least
Have we gotten to that point? We have not. And so sometimes the road user takes the blame because, and in this case the driver takes the blame because there are no established systems to manage other factors that have led to the crash.
You know, this is even just one incident out of the many issues in our road transport system, even down to like our public people generally that are not even high class, people that do not drive, pedestrians. You see, there are no signs. People just even stand on any point of the road. People cross anyhow, even in the FCT. You find people clustered in stops that obviously are not supposed to, pedestrians ought not to be there. So there are no efficient, likely signs to be like, okay, this is where people ought to stop. This is where buses ought to stay. This is how it is. So we now have a lot of traffic, a lot of problems leading to accidents, like you clearly pointed out. So how do we now, as a system advising us now, how do we now start, as the new year is beginning, what are the measures that everyone can actually take?
Thank you very much. It's important to emphasize that our road systems are far behind the basic standards of safety. And that is the major problem. The design systems, the standards, and the different facilities that are required for safety are limited. And I give a number of examples. For instance, in Nigeria, we have what is called the National Highway Design Manual. We don't have street design manual. If you go to Kenya, you have the National Highway Design Manual. We have street design manual that defines how an urban road should be designed and implemented. What we have is one highway. And so it takes away certain basic elements that defines the safety of people in urban centers. There has been a series of recommendations for this to be reviewed, or perhaps a new one that clearly defined that of the urban and cities to be done, but that has not happened. That's one. The second aspect is there are different studies that have proven that our roads are the best at the level of 2-star rating.
2-star?
2-star. When some cities have gone 5-star, 4-star, ours is 2-star rating. 3-star rating is the minimum basic where we should be, but we're nowhere near there in our roads because of the basic facilities that are not available. And so it's a whole conversation on road design.
Yes, actually. You know, speaking on Ochenuell Mobility now, hear that you guys found a way of creating road signs in Abuja to actually mitigate crashes and all of that. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Thank you very much. We, far back 2023, we were doing a study on speeding in the city of Abuja, having known the fact that Abuja have the highest rate of road crashes of all cities in Nigeria.
Not even Lagos? Not
Lagos, not Kano, not anywhere, but Abuja have the highest rate of road crashes.
And people have said that it is because of the good roads in Abuja.
Exactly. There are good roads, and so people speed above the limits and kill people. And much of the people killed are people walking. So after we established that study, drawing data from the Federal Road Safety Corps, we decided to recommend the need for installation of road signs, because how do you enforce speed when people don't know what is the recommended speed for specific roads?
Exactly.
We have 4 types of speed. We have the design speed, what the road was designed for. We have the regulated speed, which is the speed government feels people should move at to guarantee safety. which may not be the same as the design speed. We also have the what we call common sense speed limit, which is the road is designed, the what do we call the regulated speed is there, but you discover that if you move at any of those speeds, you are going to kill people. So you use your common sense.
Oh, wow. You know, this is a very, very important discussion, and time is not even our friend in the studio this morning. And I really hope that we'll be able to bring you back so that we can actually talk about the cycling policy and all of that. Thank you so much for watching the Entrepreneur Spotlight.